Hey y'all, so, hey Malgrum. I'm going to try to get y'all a quick video in here, but as you can see, these puppies are getting huge. We still have 8 that are looking for homes, but considering we started the year off with 4 litters, we're not doing too bad. This little girl, she's getting huge. Can y'all believe it? Nyx is still here. She is surprisingly calming down quite a bit. Malgrum and Tyrion, the 2 AKC Dobermans, are still here as well. Fat Stevie just keeps getting more wide. Pee-wee, affectionately called Pee-wee, even though she's our biggest girl. That's kind of why. Inside joke, I guess. Rue up there. Nyx, what's going on? So anyway, I'm making a video here tonight because I've been posting on the Facebook page a lot more in the last 6 weeks and trying to grow that. However, being new to social media, I have learned just within the last couple of days that somebody hacked my page. I don't know how long it's been going on. Honestly, I didn't figure it out until I started receiving some very nasty messages from other fake profiles and emails and basically people trying to figure out what's going on who were contacted by my page. And for whatever reason, those people were offended, scared, afraid to just confront me and call me, ask questions. I'm going to say this right now. Harassing someone is never okay. But if someone is harassing you, that does not justify you behaving badly in return. There's Malgrum over there. That's Malgrum. That one's Tyrion. I'm not going to throw any names out there or trash anyone like people have been doing to me because it's just not the right thing to do. But some of these people have gone so far as to, they're people who have my dogs, right? They should know me well enough to know that I wouldn't behave so badly. But being that they have my dogs and my dogs are in home pickup only, they've been to my house. They have my name, they have my address, they have my full contact info because I do send every puppy home with a welcome back any age, any reason policy. I don't ever want my dogs to end up in a shelter or be part of the problem. So some of these people who have my name and address took it upon themselves to also locate my ex-husband, who has been my ex-husband for almost 7 years now. And the first 3 years of that was really, really tough. I had issues with stalking and neighbors calling me and him breaking into my house when I wasn't home, and it was just a mess to the point that a permanent restraining order was issued. And the problem with that in our county is that when you have a restraining order, they serve it to the person who's supposed to be restrained with the list of places not to show up, including your home address. And so when I moved here, I did not go up there to renew that restraining order because it basically was set for 2 years, and then if I needed to renew it in 2 years to another 5, I don't know, their concept of permanent really didn't make any sense. Like, permanent to me means permanent, but you had to go and renew this thing. And I did not when I moved, because all that was going to do was give the courts my new address for them to give to my ex-husband and tell him where not to go, which clearly wasn't working. He was showing up at my church, he was showing up at my job, he was showing up at my old address. And so someone with one of my puppies, like I said, I know who it is, but I'm not going to put their name out there because I don't do people dirty like that, basically contacted my ex-husband, and now he's been contacting me again. He's found me online, he's found out where I live, all of this good stuff. And quite frankly, I haven't even, it tells me how much I've healed. I haven't had high anxiety, I haven't felt the need to call the police or anything like that, because to me it's just a part of my past, and he can run around on the fringes of my world, driving himself crazy all he wants until he actually does something to affect my life. I'm not really worried about it anymore, which is just like super huge healing progress, and anyone else who has ever gone through the same thing. I hope and pray that you can get there as well, because I know the psychological damage can be incredible. But there have been other people who have contacted me and let me know, which is how I was able to go online and find out that my account had been hacked, because Facebook did send me a message that someone had logged into my account from an iPhone, and I use an Android, but they sent that message to spam. And I don't check my spam regularly because it's spam. So I really did not go into my emails and check spam and check social and check every little headline that, Gmail offers you, trying to figure out what's going on. And I saw that someone had hacked into my account. So, for those people who did contact me and just get in touch and say, hey, what's going on, and give me a minute to figure it out, and let them know I appreciate you. I believe that this probably started, from the way it sounds and the people who are being contacted, was somebody that I sold a dog 2 years ago. And, not 2 years ago, I sold the dog to her years ago. And she was a recovering addict, and she was doing well. And she was bipolar, and she was doing well with that too. And basically she wanted a service dog, and she only lived 2 doors down from me, and I had known her for 4 or 5 years, and I considered her a friend. And at some point, around 10 months old, that dog started coming 2 doors down back to my house every day to eat. And I continued to watch him get skinnier and skinnier and skinnier. And I talked to her about it. And she brought this dog back to me, thankfully, because I was concerned, and I, was as gracious as I could be about, clearly you can't take care of this dog, but if I'm feeding him every day, then we need to find him a home, because he's not my responsibility anymore. Of course he is. He's one of my puppies, but when I put them in a home, I expect you to feed your own dog and pay your own vet bills and all of that good stuff. And so she did allow me to take the dog back. And then she stole him out of my yard, like 3 days later or something. And so the police were called for that, and they showed up, and they wanted to check the dog's tags to see who he belonged to. And I basically said to the police, I know the tags are in her name because I took her to get the damn tags. And so they wouldn't give me the dog back. And the dog continued to come to my house every morning to eat. And the police had informed me that I was not allowed to keep him in the house when this occurred. I didn't have to let him in the house to feed him, but of course I'm going to. And so I contacted an attorney. And the attorney basically said to me that going to court was going to be more expensive than the cost of the dog. And more likely than not, even if I won, they were only going to award me the cost of the dog, not the actual dog. And suggested that maybe we should send an official, quote-unquote, letter and try to recoup the dog that way. And so we did that. And she gave the dog back. She had somebody from her church bring the dog back to me, even though she only lived 2 or 3 doors down. And that person from church informed me that she was going to rehab. And then I didn't see or hear from this girl for a good year, 18 months. I don't even know. What I do know is that I put that dog in a home in West Virginia. And when this girl popped back up wanting her dog back, I just basically said, sadly, he's no longer with us. Which was true. I wasn't lying. But I knew what she would think with that wording. And then she wanted another dog. And I wasn't about to give her another dog. And so I suggested somebody else who was breeding out of one of my dogs, knowing that that person would not give her another dog. And, I don't know. I don't know if she ever I'm assuming she did contact that person. But this seems to be people who know my dogs and people who know my personal life. And so that's where I believe this has stemmed from. And so I'm putting this here because, quite frankly, right now, the Facebook page doesn't even feel safe. I probably had 10 new followers this week, and all of them felt sketchy. My ex-husband actually messengered me with his name, like, duh. So I know that somebody provided my information to him, because I haven't seen or heard from him in years at this point. And like I said, I'm feeling pretty level-headed, safe, and sane about it, and I usually will say when there's drama and other people bring drama to my door that, I'm not hurting anybody, I don't owe you anything. But there are a few people who have called me, texted me, asked me, and it is affecting some of my puppy families and puppy relationships. And so, when I normally would say, I don't owe you anything, I'm not hurting anybody, we're here living in our own little heaven, there are a couple of people who I feel like do deserve an explanation. And for those of you who are behaving badly right along with the girl who's causing drama, I'm sorry that y'all have that much time and energy. And normally I would say I apologize to you as well for the drama, but it seems to me like you're matching bad behavior with worse behavior, and like I said at the beginning of this video, that is just not okay. It's not okay to threaten people. It's not okay to harass people. It's not okay to put people's safety at risk. So, that's that. Here's our update. I do still have the OMG Guardians Facebook page up. I am still posting rather benign stuff here and there. But I have no interest in fighting someone else's war. I'm sorry that they brought my name into it. I'm sorry that some people jumped to conclusion and felt the need to feed into it, but it has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with my dogs. I still have 8 puppies here that need homes. They'll be here until they find homes, because at this age, they're now 21 weeks. I believe they turn 21. The Dobermans will turn 21 or 22 weeks tomorrow, and then the Mortalis will turn the same on Thursday. So, older puppies do usually take a little bit longer to move out. So we got some big pups here, eating lots and lots of food, pooping lots and lots of poop, but here they will stay until they find their appropriate homes. And I'm just not going to participate in anyone else's drama war at this point. It's just, I don't have time for it. It's me and these guys. Aside from feeding them and cleaning up their poop, I'm continuously cleaning kennels in the house, because my dogs are born and raised in the house, which means that everybody here is potty trained or working on being potty trained. Most of them are absolutely terrific about it. A couple of them will still have a pee accident every now and again. But there's a lot going on a day-to-day basis. Shots, worming, people coming to visit puppies. We had somebody come to visit puppies yesterday. Bliss just ended her heat cycle, and I chose not to breed her again because these guys are still here. So we're not going to breed her until next fall. Saba's in the house with Bliss. Saba had her ears done. We're still posting Saba's ears. I brought home a new dog last week that I can pair with Romeo next year to make Saba's boyfriend, so that we can start a 2nd generation and a 3rd generation. And 6, 8, 10 years down the line, we should be consistently producing puppies that look like Nix and Saba here, as far as the facial structure and build goes. So I just really, and I research all the time. I'm researching health issues, I'm researching genetics, I'm researching breeders. Like, every moment that I get to sit down with a cup of coffee, I am online looking for the latest studies out of different countries, and then looking for the translations to those studies if they happen to be written in German or Finnish or whatever. I just don't have time. So, for my puppy parents with enough common sense to contact me and realize that I probably don't have time to be playing those games, and ask what's going on. Thank you guys. I love you guys. I appreciate your support. And for everyone else that just chose to feed into the drama war, man, look in the mirror. There's a reason you responded and reacted that way without calling somebody to find out what was going on. You know, it's a big, bad, scary world we live in these days. And I just choose not to participate in the hate and drama. And I'm sorry, I am tired. I'm exhausted. But life goes on. And like I said, I don't have time for it, so that's that. We still have available puppies. One of these days I will record and let y'all meet the new dog and see Saba's new ears. They're kind of funky looking right now. Like I said, we're still posting them, so she's not runway ready just yet. Anyway, thank y'all for your support. I love y'all so much. God bless you. The Facebook page is OMG Guardians. If you would like to help me grow that platform, if you got drama to add, just please stay away, because I will block you. Just like I blocked, I said 6 to 10 people this week. I don't care that it's small. It can stay small as long as it needs to. All money is not good money. I don't need negative support. So that's that. Hope y'all have a blessed evening. And I will make an effort. Look at Margaret, you look just like your mama. I thought that was Kizzy coming out of the house. So, talk to you later, you guys.